Hello, dear ones. It's Maria from the Awakening Path, and today I decided to make a video about all um, materials, all books of Jesus that I read. I think it will be very useful if you want to really know more about Jesus' story. Let me show my screen because I created a presentation for you guys. So, just a minute. So, if you think that the church is hiding something about the real story of Jesus, you are in the right track. Imagine that they only tell you about Jesus' birth, and then when he is about 30 years old. What happened from 1 to 30 years old? Do you think that Jesus would have an ordinary life from 1 to 30? Do you think that nothing interesting happened at that time? Why the church doesn't allow us to know? Do you think they know? They know. And it's all many of that information is hidden and under the Vatican in his miles and miles of library of manuscript and everything that they are hiding from us there. But I'll give you a little overview of what I find out by reading those books, and I will talk about each one of the books. The first one that's really caught my attention was Christ's Letter. It's available in YouTube for free as an audiobook, and also you can even find a PDF copy for free in the internet. And those letters, he talked about his life, what he did, things that he did before he became enlightened and he started his ministry. So another book that I read that I learned a lot about was Jesus and These Sins. It's from Dolores Cannon, and she explains, actually she regrets somebody that was one of the sin community from where Jesus' family belonged to. Jesus grew up in a community called Essenes and over there he learns about a lot of things, and that subject that Dolores was regret, actually she was one of Jesus' teacher. She teaches him about the ancient knowledges. And another one that also from Dolores is They Walked with Jesus. She regrets one of her subjects was a niece of Jesus, and she just left everything. She didn't comply with their programming, her destiny set by her parents, that was get married, have family. She wanted to follow Jesus and work for the light, work to help others. And then she gives many details about the life of Jesus. And then I put in that order. That was the order that those books has been revealed to me, and it was, for me, it was very significant because one kind of open my awareness to the next one, because you're gonna bump into a lot of information that's really that's really contradict everything that you learn about Jesus. So if you are able to want to follow this order, I would recommend. And this book, actually, it was written by Jesus through channeling. I'm gonna create another video where I explain what is channeling, what is download, what is astral travel, what is remote view. There are many ways to gather information that is not available in the physical realm. So in this book, Jesus revealed his life, and he talked about his trip, his journey to India and what he learned there. And he also talks about Mary of Magdalene. I know that will come to you as a shocker, but Mary of Magdalene, she wasn't a prostitute. Mary of Magdalene was Jesus' wife, and they did have kids. So you don't have to believe me, but if you wanted to know more about it, I really recommend that you read those books. And then this book had a big impact in my awareness about who Jesus is. And it's Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, a measure of wisdom and love. It's talk about the Anna's life. She lived over 600 years. She was the mother of the Virgin Mary that gave birth to Jesus, and she talks about all her enlightenment from when she came, and all the things that she learned. She studied all the Asian knowledge, and she learned how to keep her body alive, and all those things that they are trying to hide so badly from us. And many of that information is under the Vatican, trust me or not. And they used to live in a community called the Saints of Mount Carmel, and in that community, that where Mary was born and also Jesus, so they had all the support. It's an amazing book. It's like, I would say that's the best book I ever read. And really it's opened my awareness for so many things. And another thing that really shocked me, and then I realized, wow, that's really makes sense. Jesus knew from the very beginning, because he was born awake, he knew about the crucifixion. Actually, they planned the crucifixion from the other side, and there was a purpose for that. And the purpose is to prove that we are immortal, that we are eternal, and we are not a body. And then a sequence of this book is Anna, the voice of Magdalene. It's tell the story about after Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection, they flee to Europe, and it's tell about that over there they continue their spiritual teachings in their community, and all their interactions with Jesus after the resurrection. It's an amazing book. And then about almost 3 months ago, I learned about Our Cosmic Origin by Ismael Perez. And this book, he talks about our galactic cosmic origin, but he could not do that without a talk about Jesus. So he explains about Jesus, but not only about Jesus' incarnation, but he talks about who Jesus really is. I will give you just a Jesus is one aspect of God, but it's in the very top, just like we all are. So, in a sense, Jesus is God, but Jesus is not what God is. Jesus is an aspect of God. Jesus is the firstborn Son of God. And the book doesn't explain much, but in all his interviews, he explained more and more about Jesus, and everything that he explains kind of fitting in one or more of the other material that I just showed you. So the reason why I decided to create this video is because if you are interested in learning more about Jesus, I think those books are a great place to start. And I've been guided to make a series of videos about Jesus. But before I do that, I'd like you to know from where I'm getting the information from. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you very much for watching my videos. If you like the content that I'm sharing with you, please share, subscribe, and leave your comments and questions. I love each one of you.